Hey lovelies, you're welcome back to Reviews and Recaps. So Melody's brother Marcus was addressing Miss Wanda. Miss Wanda had a lot to say recently in her video. You know how she is. She had a lot to say. Marcus is responding. Marcus definitely took the classy route in my opinion. Now he did say that he also commented on some of the things that happened at the reunion, which we're going to get into. So make sure you watch until the end. If you're new to the channel, you're welcome. Thank you very much for your support, and thank you to my returning subscribers. Really appreciate you clicking on this video. Everyone, please like, share, and don't forget to let me know what you think in the comment section below. Now, everything I will be saying in this video is alleged, in my opinion only, for entertainment purposes and for the purposes of critique. Now, let's get into it. Marcus decided to double down on what he said. Now, for those of you who may have missed my previous video, I did a video where I talked about what Marcus had to say about how people should be appreciative of the opportunity that Melody gave them on Love and Marriage Huntsville. To be honest, it's not the first time I've said something like that, and I'm sure some of your other content creators that you guys probably listen to have said this before. Someone gave you an opportunity. No matter what, you should at least be grateful and thankful for that opportunity, in my opinion. Now, what it seems like is that Wanda must have taken some offense to it. Are we surprised? Absolutely not. You all know she does not like Melody. So anyone tied to Melody in any way, anyone that supports Melody in any way, she does not stand for it at all. So I am completely not surprised that this is the way Wanda wants to play it. Now, I will say that Marcus took the right road. He didn't go into it in too much detail. He just said he feels like it wasn't even trying to give a dig to Wanda. He just said what he said about appreciation. And I agree. It gives the expression of, it reminds me of the expression, of if the shoe fits, wear it. And I feel like that's why Miss Wanda must have been upset about that comment, because it was such a general comment. You're not even on the show, so why are you pressed about it? So Marcus basically said it feels like, unfortunately, Miss Wanda's response was negative, and it felt like he has a lot of things he could say to have a dig at her, but he's not going to do that. He's not about to put food on anyone else's table when Melody has already done that. I'm like, okay. It's also interesting that Miss Wanda kept calling Melody's brother, stepbrother. Like, what does it matter? It doesn't matter. And that's something that Marcus also mentioned. He's like, he doesn't understand why she kept calling him Melody's stepbrother. Like, what does that have to do with anything? Like, does she have some sort of infatuation or some sort of issue with step sibling? Because the relationship that he has with Melody is solid. And that's the thing. I hate when people do that. Like, just because you have half siblings or step siblings doesn't mean you see them any differently. So it's like when some random person that does not know the dynamic of your relationship keeps wanting to emphasize that, yeah, you guys are just steps. Like, it's really annoying. It's really disappointing. It's like, what is the point of that? The other thing that Marcus mentioned, which I was just like, you guys know I cannot watch Wanda's live, so I cannot watch it completely. So I didn't even pick up that she was talking about Melody and who used to pay Melody's light bills when she was growing up. It's like, what does it matter? Why are you so obsessed with Melody's upbringing, her childhood? Why does it concern you? She is a grown-ass woman now. Why does it matter who was paying her light bills? And that's the same thing Marcus was saying. Marcus was like, he's confused. What does it have to do with anything? Like, why is she so bothered about who used to pay the light bills? Like, it's actually mind-boggling, a bit shocking, if you ask me. This is why I feel like a lot of people on that cast and their mothers are obsessed with Melody. It's like the demons in them just cannot stand the light in her, that they feel like they need to quench it. They need to try to bring her down in some way. Like, who cares what happened in her childhood but her? If she decides to communicate it with us and tell us, then sure, that's fine. But why do you feel like you have to tell it for her? It's the same reason, like, I'm just like, do you guys know anything about Tisha's childhood? Maybe, like, we all need to start playing these games because this is wild to me. And I know some oblivious people will want to say, oh, well, it has nothing to do with Tisha. It's just her mama. Let's be clear. It is obvious that Wanda is a mouthpiece for Tisha. Wanda says all the things that Tisha is not woman enough to say, in my opinion. Marcus was like, he does not see how Wanda likes to go back and forth, all that kind of stuff. I think it's very interesting that he said he used to find her really funny and entertaining and thought she could have her own spin-off. But because of the ignorance and the lack of intelligence that Wanda has, it has caused her to get kicked off the show. You guys know I said in my previous video that Wanda does too much, and that's the problem. It's like she talks too much, her mind is in the gutter. I personally struggle to listen to her. The way she talks, the way she goes so low, I find it very disgusting. She talks on things that she doesn't even need to talk about. Like, why would you be saying stuff about the revenge peace situation? This is something that is so serious. It's like when people don't have boundaries, that's how they use their own hands to ruin opportunities. The fact that she has no boundaries shows that she is not a right fit for a show on own TV, although Love and Marriage Huntsville has become unhinged. So maybe she can go back over there to Love and Marriage Huntsville if she wants to. I think it's one thing to have a nice personality or be personable, but then it's another thing to ruin it when you do stupid-ish like that. Why would you be stupid enough to be speaking on Revenge P, knowing that it's something that is in court, and then saying it like there is no, like you don't understand what is happening? And this is why I feel like so sad to see how your hate for another woman has overshadowed your mindset, your intelligence, your honesty. In a way, I feel like we all condone it by still continuing to watch her. If we weren't watching her, I'm sure that she will not be able to put out content. The only reason she's putting out content is because she knows if she talks about Melody in some way, people like us are going to talk about it and watch it. And that is what she is counting on. The good thing is, now that Melody has left, it's only a matter of time before you will not be able to speak on her. So that is what I'm waiting for. So as soon as that happens, let's see how you guys get on with your lives and talking about yourselves. Let's see how they get on without having to be able to talk about Melody. Now, I was listening to Truty, shout out to her, and I heard when she was saying allegedly there is some sort of separation agreement where they will not be able to speak on Melody in the next seasons. And if that is the truth, I'm here for it. Absolutely here for it. They should not be able to profit off of her, especially if they may decide to bring Ari and Corey on. We don't want them to be able to have the opportunity to profit off of her. It's not acceptable. It's not fair. And I really hope that it is legit and that is what is in the agreement, because without her, let's see how they fare. Now, let's move on to what Marcus had to say about the reunion. So he said that the reunion, there was so much that happened. He's not ready to talk about it yet, but he thinks that it is so cruel what was done at the reunion that filming a reality TV show should be fun. Instead, it just feels like it got so cruel, and the people on the cast are very cruel to each other. He sounded like he was just like us. He said that he was shocked when he saw it and they really went low with some stuff. And I completely agree. I feel like they've made it no longer fun, and it's Destiny in particular. Martel and Destiny have made it no longer fun to be on the show. Before, it was lighthearted. Yes, there were some serious issues that were happening, but it wasn't to that extent that it was that deep. But Martel took it straight to hell, and Destiny went right there with him and took it straight, neck deep in hell. And so it's just like it's gotten so far away from what we know and love. And now it's gotten to the point where it causes headaches. It's a trigger for a lot of people. It's just not fair. It's just not what we want to see on our screens. And so in a way, I shout out to Melody. I hope she's doing okay, because in all honesty, it's becoming hard to watch as a unit. After that reunion, I don't even know if I want to watch reunion part 3, but I have to watch it for you guys so I can bring commentary to you guys. But if it was up to me, I probably will not even watch that, because I'm like, I don't want to see them go at Melody again. Now, moving forward, once Melody is no longer there, now, because I have no affinity for all of them, and I know how quiet they kept, how quiet they were when every Melody was going through everything she was going through, I am ready to watch it and give no F's as I watch how they all get exactly what they deserve. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, share, hit that subscribe button, and tap that bell button right next to you, so you know every single time that I post. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you. Bye.